Hey guys, so this is going to be the first video to my herbs series, and I kind of just want to go over elderberry today. So my previous video, if you haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. It's why I switched from using over-the-counter cough medicines for my son and switched over to something all natural. And something I didn't put in that video either was I do that for all my kids. It's not just for my youngest son, and my two older kids are also drinking the elderberry syrup, which is what I'm going to dive into deeper today, talking about everything elderberry and what it does, how you can do it, how you can take it rather. I swear I stumble all over my words. No matter what I do, I can rehearse a video 1,000 times and I'm still going to trip as soon as the record button comes on. So, sorry about that. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. So I decided to sit down because this might be a little bit of a longer video than my previous video was. So we're going to talk about elderberries today. And if you haven't seen my other video, I showed them in there. These are dried elderberries. And they can be expensive and they can be hard to find, especially since the whole COVID season thing started. I'm so glad that's slowing down a little bit, but ever since then, they're really hard to find. One of my health food stores actually has them. One of them hardly ever does. I talk about that in my other video about herbs. So where I get them, they are $28.41 a pound. So just this little bag, minus what I used to make this syrup, was $7.10. So not too bad, because I mean, I did make a whole container of this, and I have, you know, probably 10 to 15 more of these. So with this, you have to cook them. If you don't cook them, they can put toxins out into your body and make you sick. So make sure that you cook them, and make sure that you cook them for at least 3 to 5 minutes, if not a little bit longer. So elderberries, you can make them into tinctures. You can make them into elderberry gummies, which is my next thing that I'm actually going to be working on doing. That way my kids can just grab one and eat it. You can make it into tea. You can put them into capsules. I haven't quite figured out how to go from cooked elderberry into capsules, so I kind of want to do a little bit more research on that because I haven't figured that out yet. But it says online that you can put them in capsules, so I'm not quite sure on that. So definitely do your research before putting it into capsules. And then you can also do syrups. You can make lozenges as well. So elderberry is safe to take up to 3 to 4 times a day, especially if you feel a cold coming on. You're definitely going to want to double up on your dose instead of taking it just once in the morning and once at night. That is what me and my kids are doing, is taking it twice a day. And if they do feel like they're getting sick, or I think they might be getting sick, I might give them a 3rd dose around noon. But let's see, I'm trying to like read my notes and talk at the same time, so sorry if I'm looking down. So if you do make a tincture out of it, it will store into your fridge for up to 2 weeks, or you can freeze it for 6 months. So that is another option. I would say, if I was to guess, the way they're putting it into capsules is probably making the syrup, dehydrating it, and then breaking it up into a powder form, because then it would be cooked, and then into a powder, and then into a capsule. That just kind of came to me as I was thinking about it, but that's probably how they're doing it. So elderberry, it's great for colds and flus. It breaks up the excess mucus, so it really works as a decongestant or a mucinex. It does lower blood pressure. It's also an anti-inflammatory. It's great for the eyes. It helps fight wrinkles, so if you make it into a tea, you can put it under your eyes or on your face. Helps with eczema, helps with balancing your blood sugar, also helps with your digestive system, also with weight loss, and it works great for your hair. So if you make it into a tea and put it on your hair, it helps really good with split ends. So that's kind of all like a general umbrella of what elderberry can do, and I'm sure that there's some things on here that I haven't listed. The more research you do, the more things you'll find out. If it does do something that I haven't listed on here, please put it in the comments so I can know that too and write it down with my notes, because I am trying to put all my information into a notebook and then cross-reference it with everything that I learn in my books. So with kids and elderberry, so it's been shown that it helps with brain development and their immune system. It also works with making their blood flow better and their digestion. So the serving size for a child is going to be 5 mLs 1 to 2 times a day, or 1 to 2 gummies with their daily vitamin. And then if you feel like they're getting sick, you can obviously up that dosage just a little bit and give them an extra dose. So there are a lot of studies being done on it with RSV. If you don't know what RSV is, it is a respiratory infection that kills a lot of children under the age of 3. So that is one of the reasons that I'm really giving it to my son, because he already has so many breathing issues with asthma. He's on an inhaler. I'm kind of giving it to him just to kind of make sure that he has that extra vitamin boost to where he won't get something like RSV or anything like that, because his asthma has hospitalized him a couple of different times, and I don't want to see that again. Let me read here. So there is not a ton of research with elderberries with kids under the age of 1 and smaller babies. But I have read things where people have put it in their bottles or put it in their breast milk to give them that extra vitamin boost. So like I said, there's not a lot of research done on it. People have done it. So if you have a child that's under the age of 1 and you feel safe doing it, then I would say, do it. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, don't know, and there's not a lot of research on it. So do that at your own risk. So yeah, pretty much that is the gist of like everything it does and how you can take it. Now I did make this elderberry syrup. Me and my kids take it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, and if they get sick I give them just a little bit more throughout the day, and it seems to be working well. We haven't really been sick all season. We've not really had any bad colds. Now, like a couple videos back I was talking about having really bad like one of my tonsils was inflamed. That happens literally every year when the season changes, so I kind of expected it. But I did start taking this and my cough medicine along with fire cider, which I haven't done a video on fire cider yet, but I am going to. And within 24 hours my tonsils were back down to normal, didn't have any pain. So I do know that herbal medicine works, and if you want to stop taking the over-counter medicines and start taking herbal medicine, it's super easy to do. Anybody can do it. There's so much information out there on how to get started, and if you have any questions you can always message me on any of my platforms. My whole list of platforms is listed below, and like I said, if there's something that I missed that you know about, please leave it in the comments. I really want to learn more about it. And yeah, I think that's just about it. So this is the video on elderberries. I don't know what my next video is going to be on. It's going to be on another herb, and I'm not sure which one yet. And if you want to stay tuned for that, please like and follow, and I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Bye guys.